Brother, after a breakup or divorce, it's not just your relationship that ends. It's the world you built, the life you knew. And in its place, there's a silence that's louder than you ever thought possible. It's not just your relationship that changes. It's everything. It's your morning routine, the way you eat your meals, the plans you used to make for the weekend, even how you watch TV at night. For years, you've been running on a kind of autopilot, a shared system of habits and rhythms. Now that system has been shut down, and you're standing at the manual controls, trying to figure out how to fly this thing alone. And if you're not ready for those changes, if you don't have a flight plan, they can hit harder and more relentlessly than you expect. It's a storm of 1,000 tiny cuts, each one a reminder of what's gone, each one draining your energy to face the day. This is Divorce and Beyond, a dedicated series on the From Separation to Solutions channel. We're here to give you that flight plan. We help men navigate the turbulence of separation, the complexities of divorce, and the long, open road ahead. This isn't about getting over it overnight. It's about getting through it, day by day, with practical strategies that work. Today, we're tackling the most immediate battleground, managing the massive changes to your daily life. We're going to show you how to build a new normal from the ground up, a normal that doesn't just help you survive, but one that is intentionally designed by you and for you. The first thing you need to understand is how your brain processes this change. When you go through a breakup or divorce, your brain, which is a master of pattern recognition, is wired to notice the gaps. It's constantly scanning your environment for the familiar patterns that have just been shattered. It's the empty spot at the dinner table, the missing good morning text, the silence in the car where there used to be conversation. It's reaching for a hand that isn't there. Each of these moments is a small neurological shock, a confirmation that the pattern is broken, and it triggers a sense of loss all over again. This leads to what we call decision fatigue. Suddenly, you're responsible for 100 small choices that used to be shared or handled by your partner. What's for dinner? When does the laundry get done? Who pays this bill? Even these small things like laundry piling up or not knowing what to cook can feel monumentally overwhelming. That's because your daily habits, your entire operational system for living, were built around another person. You were a team. Now you're not just missing a person. You're missing your co-pilot, your navigator, your other half of the routine. So how do you take back the controls? You start with the first hour of your day. The fastest, most effective way to regain a sense of control is to start your mornings with unwavering structure. The first 60 minutes of your day are critical. They set the psychological tone for the next 16 hours. If you win the morning, you have a fighting chance to win the day. First, wake up at the same time every single day. Yes, even on weekends. This regulates your body's internal clock, improving sleep quality and reducing that feeling of groggy disorientation. Second, get moving within minutes of waking. It doesn't have to be an hour at the gym, 10 minutes of stretching, push-ups, or a brisk walk around the block. This floods your brain with endorphins and fights the stress hormone, cortisol, that's likely running high. Third, make your bed. It sounds trivial, but it's your first accomplishment of the day. A small act of imposing order on your immediate environment. Finally, eat a real breakfast. Fuel your body and brain. Don't skip it. These aren't just chores, they are declarations. Each one sends a message to your brain. I am in control. I am taking care of myself. I am moving forward. These small wins early in the day create momentum and set the tone for everything that follows. Next, let's talk about your space. Your environment affects your mental health more than you realize. Living in the aftermath of a relationship often means living in a space that feels like a museum of a past life, or worse, a chaotic mess that reflects how you feel inside. Clutter is scientifically proven to increase cortisol and feelings of anxiety. A clean, organized space, on the other hand, boosts focus, calmness, and mood. This isn't just about tidying up. It's about reclaiming your territory. Don't try to overhaul the whole house at once. That's a recipe for failure. Pick one small, manageable area each day. Today, it's the kitchen counter. Tomorrow, it's one drawer. The goal is to methodically create a space that feels like not the aftermath of someone leaving. Move the furniture, buy a new lamp, make it your sanctuary. Now let's address the void, unstructured time. In the early days, it's so easy to let hours, and then days, slip away into a black hole of passive consumption, scrolling your phone, binge-watching shows you don't even care about. Numbing yourself is a normal coping mechanism, but it's a dangerous trap if it becomes your new routine. It doesn't heal you, it just postpones the work. The antidote to aimlessness is intention. You must become the architect of your own time. Get a planner or use a calendar app and write down your schedule for the next day. Be specific. Don't just write downtime. Write read for 30 minutes or listen to a podcast while taking a walk. Include work, chores, meals, exercise, and intentional rest. This structure is your lifeline. It eliminates the paralysis of "what should I do now?" and replaces it with a clear path forward. Daily life changes aren't just emotional and logistical, they're profoundly financial. Your financial picture has likely changed dramatically. Ignoring this is a source of immense underlying stress. It's time to face it head on. The first step is to track your spending for 30 days, every single dollar. Use an app or a simple notebook. You need a clear picture of where your money is actually going now that you're on a single income. After 30 days, analyze the data. Where are the leaks? Too much on takeout? Subscriptions you forgot you had? Now you can build a realistic post-separation budget. Cut what you don't need. Automate your essential bills so nothing slips through the cracks during this stressful time. And most importantly, automate a small payment to a savings account. Even if it's just $20 a week. Seeing that balance grow, however slowly, is a powerful symbol of you building a secure future for yourself. Financial control is freedom. One of the hardest parts of this new life is dealing with the quiet moments, especially evenings and weekends. The void can feel immense. You must plan for it. This is the time to rediscover who you are outside of the relationship. Pick up an old hobby you let slide or start a new one you've always been curious about. Join a sports league, a book club, or a volunteer group. Reconnect with friends and family. Be proactive. Send the text. Make the call. The key is to differentiate between passive distractions and active engagement. Watching TV is a distraction. Learning to play the guitar is an engagement. Scrolling social media is a distraction. Calling a friend is an engagement. Fill your life with things that add value, skill, or connection, not just things that kill time. Finally, you must understand that this process of rebuilding is exhausting. Change is physically and mentally draining, and it's easy to burn out. Self-care is not an indulgence, it's a core part of your strategy. Make time for genuine rest. Eat better. Your gut health is directly linked to your mental health. Stay active to manage stress. And if you're struggling to keep your head above water, get professional help. Talk to a counselor, find a men's support group, or confide in a mentor or trusted friend. Reaching out is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. It's strategic maintenance for your mental health, just like taking your car to a mechanic. Your daily life is going to feel weird and uncomfortable for a while. That's unavoidable. But every single day you show up for yourself, every time you make your bed, cook a healthy meal, or stick to your schedule, you are casting a vote for your future self. You are laying a new brick in your foundation. The routines you build now in the rubble of your old life will become the unshakable foundation for your new one. Brother, this chapter of your life may not be what you planned. It's a story you never asked to write, but the pen is in your hand now, and the pages are blank. It is yours to write. Stop focusing on the parts of the story you can't change. Focus on the next sentence. Focus on what you can control. This hour, this day, this choice. Build habits that make you proud. Create routines that serve you. This isn't just about surviving the day-to-day grind. It's about strategically and intentionally creating a future that you are genuinely excited to live in. A future built not on compromise, but on your own terms. This is just the beginning. Subscribe to From Separation to Solutions, and be sure to check out the full Divorce and Beyond series. We have more practical guides on everything from co-parenting to navigating the legal system and rebuilding your social life. You are not alone on this road. Let's walk it together.